Well, that pretty much sums up our lives today, wouldn't you agree?
I would agree.
So what would you say was the catalyst for you to consider an alternative lifestyle, just doing something completely different with our lives?
So I guess that moment came when we came back home from vacation in Mission Bay, California, and we just had all the junk to take care of when we came back. A green pool,
Yep.
all the stuff that accumulates when you're on vacation, when you forget to ask your neighbors to take care of those things for you.
Like your mail piling up, packages piling up. Yeah.
And just the general anxiety of knowing that you have to go back to work, back to that grind of same old, day in, day out.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's in complete contrast to how we felt when we were on vacation, or really how we feel any time that we're out RVing and just disconnecting. We get that sense of freedom, of course the adventure, and then just being able to and having the opportunity to take in the life around us and really enjoying that. Then that's something that we don't necessarily have today. We do have it when we go on vacation, but it's not something that we have for the majority of the time that we spend awake.
So one of the things we began doing is researching alternative ways of living, and living in a way that is meaningful for us and brings us joy primarily. And that means not going back to the way we worked and lived before, and that's having all the things and having a 9-to-5 job, or 5-to-5 job, whatever it took to get the work done, and having the stress of all that. So we're still at working age. We're both in our early 50s still, so we still have to find ways to, at some point, earn an income. Certainly not as much as we have in the past. I mean, the big 6-figure salaries and stuff, that's pretty much all going away. Unless we become successful on YouTube, that's an awesome thing. But and then we'll take that all the way to the bank.
Right. So from that, we sat down together and envisioned what our life could look like going forward. So what is most meaningful for us? If we're going to make this big life change, what do we want to see differently? And we agreed that we want to have the freedom to explore. We want to have the freedom to overcome consumption, or we want the freedom of overconsumption, I should say. Yeah. And that's just that need to have more stuff, which is a continuous cycle. And then the freedom to control our own time. Being able to, when we work, when we explore and we go out and we want to go to a different place, we have the opportunity to do that.
Something interesting that we found during our research is that there's an estimated 1 million people living full-time in their RVs, and the great thing about that is it allows them to work anywhere, anytime, on their schedule, on their terms.
Right, living life on their terms. And one of the individuals or couples that we found was Mark and Julie Bennett, who wrote the book Living the RV Life, which is a wonderful guide to really help people who are considering this type of lifestyle. So it's been very helpful.
Yeah, I think anybody that's been searching YouTube has one time or another come across Mark and Julie's videos, and they're a pretty down-to-earth couple. At least they seem that way to us. Would love the opportunity to meet them at some point, which we probably will. But yeah, the book is just filled with all kinds of good information that kind of helps you get over that hump if you are questioning or if you are unsure about certain things. They kind of give you information on how to get over that hump and help you along the way.
So with all of the information that we researched, we are very excited to share our journey and experiences with you as we transition, and we plan to cover the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
Yeah, I'll probably focus more on the lows, because I get the low end of the stick when it comes to the bad stuff we have to deal with, like the maintenance and all that stuff.
But you're really good at it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that stuff.
Yeah.
So none of that bothers me, and we have to say that we have absolutely, we're probably 99.9% fearless when we're going into this endeavor. So really not scared at all.
No.
I want to share a little bit of our personal story with you now. Again, I'm Brian. Grew up in Indiana. Great place to grow up as a kid, and had a lot of great times and memories there. Out of high school, I joined the Air Force, spent 10 years in the Air Force, did lots of cool things. We lived in multiple different states. And in fact, Sean and I met at my first duty station here in Arizona. And having been married for just a matter of months, we're shipped off to Europe for 4 years. And then moved to lots of different states in my 10-year career. Decided to get out after 10 years and do something entirely different.
Yeah, and we've traveled to many different states. We've traveled to and lived in many different countries. So we truly are travelers and adventurers at heart, which I think moving into this lifestyle is it's going to be a somewhat easier transition, I think, for you and I. I'm from Arizona. I'm a native of Arizona, and that's where we live today. I grew up RVing with my family from a very young age, so I got the bug early, and it's something that has continued to stay in my blood up to today. So I'm very excited about this new opportunity.
Yeah, Sean had mentioned that we had the opportunity to travel all over, and we have moved and transitioned to different places so much. This is part of why we have relatively no fear in doing what we're doing, because we have, I think, moved in the neighborhood of 27 and 28 times, both with the military and on our own in our personal lives. So about every 2 years or so, we start getting that itch. We've been back in Arizona for 4 years or so, and we really started having that itch about a year or so ago. Because, as Shona said, we really are adventurers and sort of wanderers, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, in a sense.
And we kind of crave that change and that excitement. So this is really great for us. We're really embracing this change. Some of you might be wondering what type of RV we're moving into. Well, we bought a 35-foot Class A motorhome about a year ago, after searching for almost a year to find the right one that fit our needs and really worked well for us. So during this past year, I've worked diligently in outfitting this thing for basically on-the-road living. It's pretty sweet. We'll talk about what I've done to make upgrades, and you've seen some of the videos already that we have out there. But part of what we're going to do is take you on a tour of the RV and really show you everything that I've done to get us ready and to be successful on the road.
Yeah, so we're excited to present to you, as we prepare our journey, a 3-part series that will cover several different areas. 3 parts because we have a lot of information to cover. This is a big adventure for us, and it's a big undertaking. So we want to cover, and we'll cover in our series, reactions. So when we told our family, when we told our coworkers, when we told our friends, the types of reactions that we got and how we dealt with that. We'll cover some Q&A along the way on how you can maybe approach that what?
Well, I mean, we're crazy and we're idiots, first of all. That's primarily what people say.
No! Most were happy, but I think we had a few. What the heck are you thinking?
Yeah, for the most part, we've had great support, but I think there's still some underlying, what?
Yes.
That sort of thing. So.
Yes, absolutely. There's definitely some of that. We'll also walk you through the prep and the planning that goes into making this type of a change, and the prep from how we're going to prep our RV, as Brian talked about in just a moment ago. Budgets, how we're budgeting and prepping for that, how we looked at our expenses, our debt, and the plan to prepare ourselves financially for the road. And then we also have we have 3 pets. We have 2 French Bulldogs and a Chihuahua that will be taken on the road, and there was also some preparation that we had to go through for that. So we look forward to sharing that. Then we'll move into selling our home and how we went about that, as well as everything inside of our home. So what kind of an undertaking is that? And we're still not sure because we're not there yet, but we are excited to share that with you. Then we'll move on to moving into our RV and planning for our first trip. So we're really excited to move into each stage and share that with you. This is something that interests you. We hope you'll stick around and follow our journey, learn something from us along the way, and we hope to learn something from you as well. So please share your comments, your insight, your suggestions, because this is new to us, along the way on YouTube. Plus we have other forms of social media that we will be keeping up along the way. We have a Facebook page. We also have a website where we will share favorite RV gadgets, kitchen gadgets, that type of thing.
If there are one or two things that we talked about during the course of this video that piqued your curiosity, please feel free to ask any questions you might have or leave any comments, and we're happy to get back with you on that.
Yeah, if there's anything that they might be struggling with, if they're also going through this journey and there's something they're struggling with, they haven't figured out, ask. And you know what? It's also important for us to receive comments and feedback along the way. So if there's something that you think might be helpful, let us know. We hope you'll join us for the rest of our series by clicking the subscribe button and hitting the notification bell. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Well, that pretty much sums up our lives today, doesn't it?
Cleaning up and all the mail.
Cut. Too long. Too long, baby. We gotta get to it. Let's get a little choppier.
All right, so some rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Loosening up the job.
And drawing a blank. Forms of
Social media.
yes, I couldn't think of the word. All right, starting over. So if this is something that interests you, we hope you'll and hope that it damn it. Okay, go ahead.
Ready? Mm-hmm. We're really da da da.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay. We hope you'll join us for the rest of our series by hitting the subscribe button and clicking the alert bell. God dang it, the alert bell. What? Oh my God. What is it? Notification bell.